Is it going?
Negative.
Negative. I think it's going.
I think it's going too.
Okay. We'll act like it's going.
Okay, it's going.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the post-credit show. Thank you for being patient with us. I'm Ronnie Williams.
And I'm Surge, the urge for Surge.
We all have that. Thank you for joining us for the post-credit show. There actually is some mid-credit scenes for The Missing Link. Pretty cool ones at that.
I saw the mid-credit scene. It's the one where they're rolling with the elephant, right?
Right.
And they're building the set. Shows all the hard work.
Yeah. These films are kind of spectacular, amazing. So, we're going to talk about them, and hopefully you'll chime in because this show's for you guys. Every week we love to hear your comments, so please feel free to chime in. We also got some comments that people sent to us earlier in the week that we're going to read off, and already we got Gwen Williams chiming in. Hello to you too, Gwen.
Hello, Gwen.
And we're testing out new green screen effects.
Yep, we're getting high tech.
Very high tech. It might have, maybe we're biting off more than we could chew, but this is going to get out all the kinks for Avengers next week.
Just pushing the budget.
The budget to its limit, yes. We saw Missing Link this week. How soon should people watch this, Surge? Review time.
I would recommend to watch it on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So see it eventually?
Yeah, see it eventually on Netflix.
Okay. I say see it this month. I found it very charming. Decent adventure film. Very clever. These movies, very clever, well crafted movies, very solid. And I thought the voice acting was well done.
I mean, it has a great line of Hugh Jackman, the claw guy.
Yeah, the claw guy, yes.
And then who else?
Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis is the Sasquatch.
Yep.
And
Show
Gamora
favorite.
was the
Gamora, Zoe Saldana. Zach Galifianakis sounds like David Cross.
Who's David Cross?
The guy who goes blue on Arrested Development.
Okay.
Not Arrested Development fan, Surge?
I haven't had time to see it.
Okay. Oh, hey, Kim Martin's joining us. Hey, Kim.
How are you, Kim?
Please let us know your favorite Laika films, which includes Paranorman, Coraline, Kubo and the Two Strings, which is my personal favorite of Laika's, and Box Trolls.
So Laika is a competitor to Pixar.
I mean, it's a competitor to a lot of studios. It's rough going in like children's entertainment animation. This is like the middle movie in a series of Sasquatch Bigfoot movies. Because they had Smallfoot last year, and I saw a trailer for Abominable, which is coming out later this year, which looks like a cute Lilo and Stitch type movie.
So it seems like the Sasquatch is in.
It's
a hot topic.
It's trending right now.
Yeah. I haven't seen Paranorman.
I haven't. I tell you the truth, I haven't seen half of them. I haven't seen Paranorman or Box Trolls. So let us know, audience, if you've seen it. But I have seen Coraline and Kubo and the Two Strings.
What about Corpse Bride?
Corpse Bride, that's a Tim Burton film. I believe Disney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's stop motion claymation.
Claymation. Okay.
Right.
I was just looking at the director's work.
Oh, he directed? That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I assumed wrongly that all these Laika films were claymation. Turns out they use 3D printing to make the different expressions.
Oh.
Because like Nightmare Before Christmas, they'd have a bunch of different clay heads for like Jack Skellington, and then just move it a little bit, because clay's bendable.
Yeah.
But as technology progressed, like I was watching behind the scenes stuff with Missing Link, they're able to 3D print in color now. And so they could do different facial expression for like each scene, you know, which is without hand painting them, because that's what they'd have to do. They'd have to go in and hand paint.
That would take forever.
Yeah. So they've streamlined it, and like, you know, the quality of it shows.
Okay. Kim says Box Trolls was a good movie.
Oh, sweet. Coraline was a little strange, she also says, but the kids loved it.
Okay. Yeah, I had a problem. I didn't know what audience were they targeting. I try to like pinpoint it. I would say something around 10, 11 years old.
Yeah, it's a little more clever than your typical movie. So yeah.
I don't think they pushed too much comedy on it either, which
I was laughing. I might have been the only one laughing in my particular theater. But yeah, I was giggling at stuff, like when he crashed through the wall and, you know, that sort of stuff. You know, I like physical comedy, or like the fight scenes, like Missing Link like knocks the gal off the boat and punches Sir Lionel in the face. I thought, you know, cool stuff.
Okay.
Oh, Zombie Josh, she says, yo.
What up, yo?
Kim says, yeah, it had some deep moments.
Yeah, it's a very serious movie. I thought it was very serious. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Like it felt more like an adult movie in a kid's format. Like,
yeah.
Am I wrong? Or
No. You're kind of hitting the nail on the head, you know. Yeah, Kubo, like Kubo and the Two Strings, I feel is more kid-centric. Like, it came out the same year as Coco, and I think got buried by the summer lineup.
I had never heard of Kubo. What is Kubo about?
So Kubo and the Two Strings is a Japanese myth, I believe. Mm-hmm. And it's like the Kubo's mom is the daughter of like the moon spirit, and she falls in love with a mortal samurai, and their love is forbidden, and the moon spirit wants the Kubo's grandfather wants to steal his eyes.
Oh my god!
That's why he's missing an eye through the whole film.
It sounds like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit, you know, and it's really cool. Like the action, the sword fighting, throwing knives, just really cool. Here, I'll throw up some fancy images. Let me see. Not that one. This one. So yeah, they built this giant skeleton thing.
Okay.
And like you can see at the bottom left. Actually, I can move it, I think. Nope, I moved the wrong thing. Yeah, you see that guy, like that's the scale of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a little guy.
Oh, he's huge.
Yeah. So like the puppets they use are like, you know, a little bit bigger than a human hand. So they kept those the same size. So when they fight a giant monster like the skeleton thing, they make it huge. Like there's also another part where there's giant eyeballs, and the eyeball is as big as a human head.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. That's good. The man is in the bottom. You can scale it.
Yeah. And there's Ronnie, and there's the guy.
Okay.
How do I turn off? Bingo.
Very good.
Gwen's going, now we can't see you guys. Yes, that was the point. We're trying out full screens.
All right.
You know, more entertainment for you guys. You know, maybe we'll do moving video. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, Zombie Josh, this shirt is especially for you. We printed it out for you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very special. It's also a magic shirt a little bit. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can do some magic. Boom.
So yeah, Kubo sounds fun. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, it was on Netflix for a while, but like many movies on Netflix, they come and go. Like within a year, usually a Netflix movie will go. So when you see a movie on Netflix, I suggest just jump on watching it. Like luckily, my mom told me, "Hey, Kubo's great. You should watch it," and I did, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And also, it has a good voice cast as well. Charlize Theron plays the mom. And Matthew McConaughey plays the giant beetle samurai that has amnesia. Yeah, Kubo's great.
Okay.
Gwen
says the green shirt for green screen.
Yes, it is a green T-shirt. I believe the back says that's what she said.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You gave away our trade secret.
Oh, well, I mean, whatever.
Okay. So.
We got some comments from Facebook. Let's see. Rick Simmons says, I'd love to see how they did the underwater scenes during the opening and the woodland stream sequence around the halfway mark. Took my 3 boys to see it yesterday, 8, and 6-year-old, and had fun. Couple laugh out loud moments, especially the end of bridge sequence. Yeah, I noticed the running stream too, and I'm like, how'd they do that?
Which one? Where?
There's a part where I believe they're in the Pacific Northwest, and like the horse is crossing a stream. And I was looking at the water, and I'm like, how are they? It looked like they were pouring water, but I'm like, how can they have pouring water, when everything else is still? So maybe it was a composite shot, or they had to like use clear gel, and just keep molding it over and over again to look like it was moving. Like, I hope it's not that. I hope.
Yeah, it would take too long.
Well, everything with claymation takes a long time. I mean, it takes like 32 still images for like a second.
Really?
It's so time consuming.
Actually, I was counting the number of people that worked on the movie at the end, and I got up to like 500 something, and I was like, really, that high?
Right.
Wow.
I mean, and like one person can move the stuff, but yeah, they're people building sets. Like, they build sets really smart too, because like it's like puppets. So like if it's a room, they'll have like 2 walls, but they could take one wall completely out so they can get the camera right in there, and look at the beautiful detail. And like I saw a credit for costume design because someone has to hand sew their costumes.
Yeah, the fabric look, you could tell was real fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see that get a nomination for costume design. Like I loved Hugh Jackman's
his suits.
Yeah.
His sports coat.
Yeah, Sir Lionel, I believe. But yeah.
I agree with Gwen. She says the movie was visually stunning.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And I think Kim enjoyed our T-shirt antics.
Oh. Developing. Yes,
we're developing the show. Yeah, we're trying to use this as like a test episode to point out various Avengers stuff.
Okay.
But Hugh Jackman, I thought he delivered a cool performance. Like it actually is Sir Lionel's movie. Like they have to put the missing link character front and center for advertising and what have you, but it's really his movie, right?
Yeah, he is the main character.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's going to attract is the Sasquatch.
Of course, yeah. But yeah, it he has the biggest arc of the movie. Like for the longest time, all he cares about is just joining this adventurers club. And I think it's funny, like even though like he's wrestled with the Loch Ness monster and various other mythical creatures, he's still unable to join this club. Yeah, I like that fact.
He'll never be an Avenger.
That's kind of true. Man, what would it take to get Hugh Jackman to do Wolverine again?
He's not an Avenger. Wolverine can't be an Avenger.
Wolverine will eventually be an Avenger. I can guarantee it.
Oh.
I foresee a X-Men versus Avengers movie first, and then, some of them will join the Avengers proper.
A crossover.
Yeah, I think Rogue's going to steal Captain Marvel's powers, and that's what's going to kick it all off.
Oh, man.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. OMG.
Oh, Gwen Williams is like, love Hugh Jackman's.
The claw guy.
He is a song and dance man. Like, he cut his teeth on Broadway. I mean, Les Miserables, The Greatest Showman. I mean, he can sing.
Now look where he's at. From The Missing Link.
Yeah. What do you think of the third character, voiced by Zoe Saldana?
Is she Hispanic? She looks Cuban, Dominican, Puerto Rican, something like that.
I think in the movie she was supposed to be Mexican
Okay.
because it was the Pacific Northwest.
But what is the voice actress? What is her background?
Zoe Saldana, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I thought.
I'm sorry, Zoe. I should have done my research.
Oh.
If anybody in our audience could let us know, that'd be cool. Zombie Joshi suggests we should try the green screen on the plant. I did. The effect was middling, but hey, it works on the soda can. But yeah, Missing Link. Oh, and we got some behind the scenes of Missing Link. We're gonna take it full screen. Don't panic. So you can see how big these figures are that they move around. And yeah, like they build the sets. Yeah. So, and it's just like little movements. Like all three of those have to move a little bit. And I think they use like wire framing like inside. So like they're very mobile, like action. Yeah. Like they have to switch out the hands and, facial expressions for this fine movement. But like the big movement of an arm, I think they can just adjust a little bit. Like in Coraline, the like final bad guy is like a needle spider witch, and it's just very thin. So that I think they can just bend all over the place because it's mostly just wire and needles.
So the villain was made out of paper clips.
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
Fancy
Fancy paper clips.
Yes, fancy. You can't get them at Staples.
You get them at Office Depot.
Yeah.
All right, so it says here she's Dominican Republican.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
could never tell.
Yeah. I got face blindness.
Okay.
No, I don't. Excuses. Any last thoughts on Missing Link?
Well, they have the British accent, right?
Right, yeah, a lot of British accents.
Where were they located? Where did they come from initially? I didn't see or I forgot.
So, Sir Lionel lives in Britain, I believe. And that's where the Old Boys Club is.
Okay.
But yeah, they went to Scotland to fight Nessie. And yeah, they went to Pacific Northwest to look for Sasquatch. Like, it's interesting, like I think they went with the title Missing Link because no other movie's called Missing Link. Because there's tons of Sasquatch movies, most of them horror movies, and they can't do Bigfoot because there's, again, a lot of horror movies called Bigfoot.
How many Bigfoot movies are there?
Oh, there's just a ton.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, yeah, found footage movies, yeah, very Bigfooty. And then Smallfoot, of course, Yeti, Abominable Snowman, all those just too common. So Missing Link, and they were clever about it too, making his name Mr. Link. Susan too. Yeah.
Susan.
Yeah.
I thought it said missing link because it was the evolution between a monkey and
man,
yeah.
And that was like the central antagonist, gripe is like, oh, this goes against nature, or the natural order. We gotta stop this. Gwen Williams says it's cool how they make the movie, very interesting, and Zombie Joshi agrees.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I mean, we're all gearing up here for Avengers Endgame.
Next week.
Yeah, and there's a lot of spoilers going out.
I'm looking for the spoilers. I can't find them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you. But it's kind of like apparently a whole scene got leaked, like an action scene, no volume or something, So be careful looking around interwebs. We're actually gonna try to post up some stuff, saying when to start looking out for spoilers because it releases, I think, date and day all around the world. So Australia will have seen it, many hours before we have.
And I'm just gonna go off and say it. Like every time like a Marvel movie comes out, they always say the same thing to not spoil it. But like within the week, everybody saw it, and then like
right. But yeah, I messed up booking my ticket. I'm seeing it at 2 a.m. on Thursday. Well, technically Friday morning. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna not get home till like 5:30 a.m.
Oh my God.
When you seeing it, Serge?
I'll probably catch it like Sunday maybe.
Sunday before the show. That's our Sergio.
Yep, Sunday movies.
Yeah. But you saved the show today, man. Thank you for that.
Oh, yeah, we had technical difficulties.
More like Ronnie difficulties. But thanks so much, Serge. I wanted to thank you on air for, saving the show.
Well, Josh says don't go on Facebook. I disagree with you, Josh. I want to go on Facebook, and I want somebody to spoil it for me.
Oh.
Spoil my...
I'll spoil it for you
if
you want.
Go ahead, then. Tell me right now.
No time travel.
Okay.
I'm going out on a limb. No time travel.
Well... I'm the kind of person that usually goes and eats dessert first,
Yeah. Oh, and Gwyneth's point out, it's 3 hours long.
I might fall asleep like in 3 hours.
I think I'm gonna sell adult diapers before the show. Be like, here you go. That'd be funny if movie theaters started selling that. That'd be gross, but that'd be funny.
Yeah. There's no movies competing with it next week.
No, yeah, and movies are purposely avoiding it. Like the week after, it's like Ugly Dolls and Long Shot. I think we're gonna cover Long Shot with Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen.
Okay. Look forward to that.
Yeah, and Kim Robinson wrote a long thing on Laika's films. I want to get to it. I love watching the post-credits on these films. Seeing the set building process and scene frames is great. A lot goes into these films. The storyline of each film really takes you on a journey, and the sets just bring it to life. Kubo and the Two Strings is my favorite Laika film. It tells you from the beginning you're going to have to pay attention to the story. And the sacrifices made by his parents, the fact they are people in your life, they tell you they want the best for you, So yeah, very heartfelt sentiment for Kubo and the Two Strings. I personally like it. It feels a little similar to Coco because it's like supernatural and it involves music. But yeah, Kubo and the Two Strings I think is a little more inventive.
Okay.
I
should have watched that before this.
I thought it was on Netflix still, so that was my bad.
Yeah.
But thank you once again to our loyal fans for joining us on the post-credit show. Next week is Avengers. I've been Ronnie Williams.
And I'm Serge.
And we'll see you next week.
Thank